Hi! So today is day 9 post-op extended tummy tuck, and as you can see I'm feeling fresh and clean. I've just had my first shower, first one in 10 days, which is lovely. So I didn't post yesterday because I had a really busy day and was in a really rubbish mood by the evening. I just couldn't be bothered to do anything, so I'm going to fill you in today instead. So yesterday started really high positive, got up, actually got like dressed, like underwear, leggings, had like a shirt on, stuck a pair of Converse on to hide the granny stockings, and then got picked up by my friend at 11 o'clock, and I actually looked relatively normal. Got in her car, dropped the kids off at a friend's, and then drove to my clinic for my 1-week appointment. Turned up there, they took my belly button dressing off, so I got to see my belly button for the first time. Really good. I was worried that it would be like this big massive like 50p sized hole, and actually it was just, it looked very much like my old belly button, which of course it is, but I thought once it was reattached to skin it might open out more, or it looks I mean, I'll put some photos on afterwards, but it looks good. I'm pleased with it. It's very cute looking. It's quite deep, which mine always was. I thought it'd be a bit more shallow afterwards, but it's still quite an innie. And obviously it's scabbed a bit around it, and it's a bit yellowy and bruised around it, but I can see what it's gonna look like, and it looks like pretty good already. They also took my outer dressing off, which I was really pleased with, the white one that I showed you in the last video. So that all came off. My skin looked like a honeycomb, where the skin had gone into each individual sort of like hole, so it looked like alien skin, but that's starting to settle down now already. And then I got to, they wiped off, there was so much sticky like glue and residue left all over, so they did a good job at like trying to scrub some off, but even though I've just had a shower, it's still, there's sticky patches, and you can't really scrub your skin because it's still quite sore and sensitive from being like stretched, and it's also close to the incision dressing, so I'm just gonna put up with it until I can you know, do a bit more. So that was that. I got up after that off the like table where they'd done all of this and looked in the mirror and was just amazed. It just looked like a normal person's stomach, and my figure, I was just in shock, and my friend was in shock, and I was just so amazed. And this is only like, well, that was 8 days post-op, and you don't really see your final results until 6 weeks. So I mean, I'd take this as it is. I'm still really swollen, but just to look at my like silhouette in the mirror was just crazy, just brilliant. So I left the clinic on a real high. Then on the way back, we stopped quickly just to have something to eat. Then got back in the car. And it was like an hour and like 15 there and an hour and 15 back. So it was quite a long time sitting in the car. Also, they took my binder off at the clinic and said that you can swap this now for control pants, like those stretchy sort of pants that you'd wear on a night out. So, and said that Primark's great and that you can get like a few pairs for £6. So just go with those. She said just don't wear them so high up, like just under your bust, because you need to be allowed to, you don't want to squish your upper abdomen. She said so just sort of just above your belly button. So I thought, right, I'll go and get those. So yeah, so we stopped for something to eat real quick, then got back into the car, then drove to town right by me, and just literally had a minute walk from the car park into Primark, straight to where their like elasticated stretchy control pants were, picked up 3 pairs in white and black, went to the till, walked back out. By the time we came back out, I was like, I'm done with today. I just felt really stiff and swollen and exhausted. So got back in the car, got home, like picked up the kids. When I got in, I sort of coax the kids into the bed next to me and put Netflix on so they could watch film, because I was so done in. By the time my other half got home, I was like an emotional wreck. My swelling was beyond anything I expected. So much so that the brown tape that like lines my incision was almost like folded in half and you could barely see it. So like my pubic area had swollen and was so hard again, and then my belly was like round and then in, so it just caused like this massive crease, like went in about that much, and the skin either side was sticking out about that much, and I just looked awful. And I thought, this is, so I was so happy in the beginning of the day, and then I saw what I looked like after sort of being out, and what I thought wasn't very strenuous at all, the odd like walk here and there, was obviously too much. So it was sort of like a kick back to reality that actually I was just 8 days after a massive procedure and that my body isn't back to normal. So as much as I felt nice, and I still can't walk properly, it's quite clear that something's wrong. Like people would look and think, what's up with her? Like I was hobbling around, but I don't know, in my head I felt like, oh, I'm out the house, and I'm in a shop, and it was just like, it felt really nice to be normal. And then I just got home and thought, no, I'm not normal yet. I'm still like recovering, so I need to just remember that. So I put my binder straight back on. I was like, I don't want control pants, I feel like I need the binder back on. I was so swollen. Took some codeine for the pain, whereas I hadn't taken codeine all day, didn't think I'd need it, but just felt so rough. Got back into bed that evening and laid flat-ish again, but put a lot more under my knees just to help out, and actually felt comfortable. When I woke up this morning, I was lovely and flat again, and then I thought, okay, so I just overdid it yesterday, and then after a rest it went back down. So this morning, also I was told I could have a shower, but after that day yesterday, I thought, I'm not now going to add to my day's activities by now taking a shower and doing my hair and all the rest of it. So I thought, no, I'm just gonna leave it till this morning. So once I sorted the kids out this morning, I had a lovely shower, washed and straightened my hair, blow dried my tape around my incision, which is apparently what you have to do. So it can get wet, but and it's quite like resistant to water. It's tough. It feels like card to touch. I'll show you actually. Let me show you. Still got loads of like sticky stuff stuck on me. There we go. So there's the brown tape. So it's quite hard to touch. It feels like sort of parcel tape or brown paper that you get like packages wrapped in. It's that kind of material. So it did get wet, but it didn't. It doesn't like get saturated. But when you get out the shower, you have to put your hair dryer on a cold setting and just like blow dry around it until it's dry enough for you to get dressed. So that didn't take too long. It took 2-3 minutes actually, and it was dry. So I've got the control pants on today, and they go to about sort of like this point, like up here, with a pair of leggings and a t-shirt today. So I feel like a normal person, which is great. So I'm going to take it a bit easier today, and I've got the sister-in-law coming round with her kids, so my kids will have someone to play with, and I'm just going to go downstairs and just sort of chill out. So it'll be something out of the ordinary, but it's not going to be too strenuous, so hopefully I won't end up massive and swollen again this evening. This morning when I woke up, I looked at myself in the mirror and put a pair of pants on after I got out the shower, and was totally amazed by how I looked. Got some swelling, which you can clearly see around my hip area, but I mean, if I looked like that anyway, I'd be happy with that. Like, I'd be happy looking like that. But the fact that I'm only 9 days post-op, and that you're supposed to see improvements every day till about 6 weeks, I can't actually believe how I might look in 6 weeks' time. I just can't believe what it might look like. So yeah, I'm really excited to see. So yes, lesson learned. Don't do too much, even though you feel like you can, because yeah, you'll swell like mad, and it's definitely like a progressive thing. So I just need to, if I feel swollen like that, just be reassured that the next day isn't so bad, and that I'll be fairly flat again by morning, and then can just take it day by day. So yeah, all is good. I am happy and I am looking slim.